I believe all of you here are awakened to some extent and can understand what the words will mean. They may resonate differently to you, depending the place you are mentally, where you stand on this journey. Deep meanings portray an essence to which one is bound to. You may call it an inner diary. I've decided to share a few of its pages from when I was a tad younger and still waking up to the dreamless state with you guys. What I share on this video are exchanges that happened in my mind. How would it be otherwise? Isn't life what you perceive of it? Thing is, if I say here to semen retention with the most unreal benefits and saying I feel I am God and dreamed of him and whatnot, I'm heavily applauded. If I try to show them how to find themselves, how to reach for the depths of their soul where both evil and good reside, God and the devil are cohabiting, and regain their strength, I'm heavily critiqued. Between me and the subconscious and other forces that follows, I do hope you can grasp something from this. I see life flourishing before my eyes. I feel it deeply within my heart. I hear its longing deep in my soul. Long have we heard that making deals with the devil is one of the worst things one could do. Indeed. The deal, you see, life is like a bank to some extent. You go there and you apply for a loan. You know that you are bound to pay it with the interest back. And if, presumably you fail to do so, they will take it from you. If you isn't enough, they might go for your family or close people depending on the agreement. Sounds like one hellish of a deal. The collateral could be your soul, the cash flow is your karma. Have you ever questioned yourself if in the beginning, you indeed entered a contract of some sort? Hopefully as me, you question these sort of questions at a very young age. If not, you're still in time. However, one thing is certain. Devil has long been cartooned throughout history, portrayed as hot women, men, piles of food, sex and whatnot. Have you noticed? In fact, sometimes, demons are so sexy that one questions hell itself. That is the nature of lust. People long imagined devil to be coming around as a horny red figure. Allow me to enlighten you, horns and horny. Ring any bell? We here discuss evil as being horny. Ever thought about that? Horny beyond control and you're devil's puppet. Indeed, hell itself wouldn't present to you in its worst clothes. It will come to you disguised as everything you've ever wanted, even though, the funny thing is, one succumbs to it when he doesn't know what he wants. I see people asking, how do I conquer lust? To them, I start by questioning, do you honestly believe this is a one-time fight? And it will subside? If one is fighting with the devil, that means he is acknowledging he exists and reinforcing himself daily. In fact, one who doesn't fight with him has already lost. Why would monks retire into caves and mountains almost beyond reach of humans? Because they too acknowledge his presence. Although they see him much more clearly than many amongst here. In fact, I feel that the greatest feature of lust was in hiding itself, so you believe it does not exist. If the devil isn't trying to persuade you, my friend, he's already got you. You can't beat lust as in a one-time fight. Lust is insatiable. It is raw power lacking direction. Funnily enough, it's so powerful that it has all the power, but to satisfy itself, it demands an equal powerless puppet to fulfill its needs. I see people around this community stating how they've conquered it in as low as 7 to 15 days. And I've also seen people beaten by it as high as years. Makes you wonder, right? Hadn't they beaten it too in a shorter experience? Should I save you the trouble and tell you right now that many did? Perhaps, but I don't mean to discourage you. Just keep in mind, one fight isn't the almighty war. In fact, you're fighting for your fucking soul. And just as you don't give up, neither does he. Sometimes, it is a woman. Sometimes it is drinks. Sometimes it is food. Sometimes it is digital. Sometimes it is mental. Sometimes it is psychological. Sometimes it is spiritual. Sometimes it is through your past. Sometimes your future. Sometimes you reach it in the depths of you. Point is, it is shapeless. It evolves, just as you do. He will be seductive. Just like those tales of mermaids deeming good men to the catastrophe. Do you honestly believe evil was always bad? Perhaps not. In fact, many deem devil to be a fallen angel. Let me tell you that I too have seen many good men destroy their lives through lust. And they were better men turned on by its hidden hideous arts. Or rather, I'd say turned off. Click, there goes the switch. Just as I've seen many retainers suddenly succumb. And it is always something different. His form is never the same. It will be whatever pleasures you had said given time, and you pay with your holy soul. Depending on the number of payments you make, you can be empty, full with nothing but lust itself. Now look, a circumstance of having conversations with the devil, spiritual progress. I had many chats with him throughout these days. But I need to be honest with you, back in the old PMO days, there was a period where he was not much chatty. Perhaps I too was already dulled to a certain extent and merely abide to his will. You know, when one wanted to have answers to those deeper questions, those that really question the whole world, inner and outer, the only reply I could hear was just beat it. Unfortunately I did. You here know the agenda back then. Well, time to go home, rub one off real quick. Did the day go wrong? Bust one out. Did the day go great? Hell yeah. Time to celebrate. Multiple loads on the house. I've faced really dark periods in this life, and he has always been around. Now people see light in me, and I can sense just as much darkness in all of them. I remember overeating, or drinking, or masturbating to make the pain go away. So he said. Even many people suggested me that I, as a bro, was too stressed and needed to cool of some steam. Or rub one off. The funny thing is, he only appeared and keeps so when one is going in the right way. Funny, right? If you're on the roadway to hell, he will be silent as hell. If you're going through hell, don't fucking stop, keep going. Even though most seem to go there, at least for the company it seems, don't you dare to stop. Yeah, this feels like a lonely journey at times, but isn't your purpose unique? Just relax, many will come along the way. The talk, conversations with the devil. One day I asked him, when I truly beaten PMO, me, listen, why do you insist in coming back?
Just to make sure you haven't changed your mind.
You know, I made a will, a commitment, and I won't go back to that stuff. So, why bother with cheap tricks?
Do you believe your will is more powerful than your will? It is a person's mind that lures him to me, not an enemy or foe or trick.
And so you attempt to convince my mind yet again. You're inside of me.
I've never left. Do you believe you can withstand what's coming?
I am what's coming.
So, you awakened.
At that moment, even she sat back and admired my work. Months went by and she was even mesmerized and questioned me.
What the fuck are you doing? You're 25 years old. You should be living the life.
I'm not dead. I've never been so alive, as far as I know.
Don't you want a new girlfriend?
I have many friends, being girls amongst them.
Aren't you hungry?
Of course. It is human nature.
Don't you miss the old days? Inserting visual imagery, gaming, sex, PMO, drinks, foods.
In fact, I do. So much that you know what hurts.
What? You've changed.
I'm always I, regardless the concept I hold. And I also know you're not that evil.
Aren't you scared of what you might lose?
Just as much scared to what I might not win.
I see there's no point in convincing you now.
Will you leave me alone?
Of course not. When bad thrives, I will be here to comfort you.
I know you're not bad nor what I do is good, and while that sustains, you can't convince me.
So, you've truly figured it out, huh?
What? Karma? Balance?
To an extent, yes.
Care to explain?
There's two currencies around here. You can either use mine or yours. Mine's powerful.
Yep, that much powerful that I've been blindly using it since teenage years. Or rather, I'd say, powerless.
You know where to find me.
Why will I seek you? Isn't yours a counterfeit one to the actual good in this world?
Fine, I'll find you. Even though it's counterfeited, still works great.
Yep, and will always do. But great isn't best. Good cannot exist without bad, just as bad without good. Hence the reason I won't go back, because there's nowhere to go to. It's all in me, I can't outrun me. Apparently I'm the devil, so it seems. At least to you. See, me and devil get along just fine. Call the devil by his or her name, lust. But it is always a dangerous relationship. I advise you caution in your endeavors, for you need to place her where you want her. That can be close or far, thoughts and energy-wise. So much for blaming your actions on others, huh? Just before you ask, no. I'm not on drugs, neither. An actual horny lamb of some sort came to find me. In fact, sometimes he appeared as a very seductive female humanoid. Other times through the hottest women I've seen or known, either physically or in dreams. Other through self-indulgence in different things, foods, drinks, money, temptation. Other times easily spottable in day-to-day activities. You want to conquer lust? Keep fighting, move it from your balls. Raise your awareness. The awareness of body and mind that avoid the rise of evil from within. There needs to exist lust so you can rise higher each day. The higher one goes, the higher it might be. You need to be your fucking worst enemy when those thoughts come by. And they will. Be devil too, evil. Be shapeless. Remember, when the day comes, and it will come numerous times, don't sink the fucking ship, just because you ain't its captain. At the end, there's still a loan to pay. And you're gonna pay it, regardless of your deeds. All you can do is easing on the loan installments. Relapsing is a matter of choice. It is a challenge from yourself. At the end of the day, whether you win or lose, you're back to you. However, the way you look at yourself again is never the same. As the legendary rapper Nas say, be your best friend. Be your gym partner. Be your coffee buddy. Be everything for yourself rather than relying on others to be that for you.